Hi everyone, I hope all of you guys are doing well. So today, before you guys start seeing this video, I want you to do one exercise. I want you to take a piece of paper. Yes, take any piece of paper, like I have this book in front of me, but I want you to take a piece of blank paper like this. I want you to write on that piece of paper one commitment that you are going to make today after watching this entire video. This commitment I want you to stick right in front where you sit on your desk or anywhere that you see every day, any wall, any cupboard, any mirror in the bathroom. I want you to stick this piece of paper in front of that, and whenever you see this every day, this commitment that you have made on this piece of paper, I want you to remind yourself what I talked to you about today in this video, what kind of commitment you made to yourself, and then once you have fulfilled this commitment, I want you to come back and comment to me on this particular channel, maybe 6 months, 1 year, 2 years from now. Now for the UPSC aspirants who are watching this video today, I want you UPSC aspirants to make a commitment on that piece of paper that I will see my name in the UPSC PDF, the holy PDF. On the first page, I will see my name within the next 2 years. Within the next 2 years, I want you to make this commitment, stick it in front of you in the wall or anywhere where you can access it every day, you can see it every day, and that is going to be your commitment to me, to yourself, to your family, and you will work very hard towards that commitment. And you might have guessed it, today's class, today's video, I'm going to talk about commitment, why it is so important, so difficult to have a commitment and follow through it, and what are the different things you can do in order to make sure that your commitment is being fulfilled and you're making the right steps towards that commitment. In the first part of this session, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about one of the very important tangible qualities that requires you to work on something that you have taken up, and this will be a big part of determining whether you're going to be successful or not. And this particular quality is known as commitment. I'm going to explain more of it. It might sound simple, but it is not, because initially I also used to think that I understood what commitment means, what persistence means, but then slowly over a period of time I realized that there is a subtle difference and there is also some conscious effort you need to put into being committed to something. And this is going to play a big role in your UPSC success or any other thing that you're trying to do. One, commitment, why I wanted to talk about it, what is it, how to form this committed mindset. This is what I'm going to tell you. See, first of all, I used to think myself that I understood commitment. But commitment is not so simple. It simply does not mean trying too hard. It simply does not mean pushing too hard. It does not mean that you keep trying one time after the other. That is not what commitment is. That is a very simple way of looking at commitment. I read about commitment more deeply in the Jeff Keller book. I also have experienced it personally, of course, in my own life. In my personal view, commitment is when you have completely devoted yourself to one task and you make the necessary steps in order to finish that task. Now, in very simple terms, you can say that when you're doing something, when you've decided that whatever it takes, I will do it, that means you are committed to it. But obviously, whatever it takes does not mean you will do anything illegal or anything. But what commitment means is when you've decided that you want to clear UPSC, first of all, you want to picture yourself in that situation. How did I used to picture myself? I used to picture myself by actually seeing my name in the final list. Whenever I opened the PDF, in the first page, I wanted to see my name. And that was my picturing myself on other side of the fence or the road where I had completed my task, where I had crossed into the, I have completed the exam and I have finally become successful in this UPSC exam. Now that is the first thing you have to obviously do. You have to picture yourself. You have to tell yourself that I am capable of it. You have to be confident in your own abilities. You have to have faith in yourself. That is very important. But commitment is when you are actually putting that thought, that picture into action. Just imagining and dreaming these things is not going to be enough. Commitment requires you to actually put yourself into action. For example, if you need to, let's say you want to win an Olympic medal for India in the Olympics, the gold medal, or in any sport. Let's say you want to win it in 100-meter sprint. Then if that is your commitment, that is your thought, that is your idea, that is your dream, the commitment will be to actually put some process in place, some actions in place in order to achieve it. Now, obviously, just running every day for 100 meters, 200 meters is not going to get you there. Whatever your goal is, according to that goal, the action should also match. If you're eyeing for clearing the UPSC exam, if you're eyeing for winning an Olympics medal, I'm not comparing the two. I think Olympics medal is probably much more difficult than UPSC exam, but you have to put in the relevant effort that will match your actions and lead you into the success on the other side. So what do I mean here? When it comes to UPSC, you have to put in the hours, you have to put in the hard work, you have to sit down and study. At the end of the day, nothing, no shortcut, no app, no course material, nothing can substitute, no tricks or techniques. You know, all these, lot of people tell you tricks, and nothing of that sort will ever come close to your diligent hard work and your dedication to your goal. So putting in that hard work is very, very necessary. So if you want to win an Olympics medal, you will have to commit yourself. You have to practice 7-8 hours a day, day after day. You have to first win the district level gold. You have to then go to the state level. You have to win the all India level gold. And then eventually, maybe you will get to that Olympics gold. It will take 10, 20, 15, 20 years, 30 years of your life to get there, right? Similarly for UPSC, you will have to put that effort. You will have to get through your Lakshmikant book. You have to get through your environment book. You have to get through all the materials first. You have to have your fundamentals correct. Your base and your strategy should be to first get your static portion mastered. You have to get your NCRTs done. You have to look at a topic and you have to know the basics right away. And after that, you come into the proper war mode where you're practicing your previous year questions, your prelims practice is different, your mains practice is different, your answer writing practice is different. So all this will eventually culminate into you passing the exam, getting your name in the first 100. Okay, so it is a long journey and it will require a lot of work from your side. But see, commitment, once you have done the commitment, you have to be persistent. You have to keep following up, that you have to keep moving towards the goal. But this initial step of commitment is very, very important. Now, I read this particular sentence and I really like it. One miraculous feature of the power of commitment is you don't have to know at the outset how to achieve your goal. Sure, you will be better off you have a plan of attack, but it is not essential that every step be mapped out in advance. So you don't actually have to know when you're starting something. Let's say you're starting UPSC preparation today. Your first time you're starting answer writing today. Let's say first time you're trying to solve the previous year questions of prelims today. First time you're reading economics in your life today. You don't have to know how will you go through this path. Of course, some sort of an idea is good and it always helps. But the absolutely magical thing I will tell you is, sometimes, in fact, most of the times when you're going to start something, you're going to not know anything about it. But eventually, once you start and keep on that path, you will find out how to know more about it. So I will tell you about myself. For example, I had never studied environment, science and tech in my life properly, like the way required to study for UPSC, you know, the details of things. Because I was also a working professional, I was mostly more familiar with topics in economics. So once when I picked up the environment book, I was obviously finding it hard to understand, hard to follow, and always your mind is trying to put yourself in this comfortable space where it doesn't want to go on the path that is not familiar. So I was like, okay, economics, I will read. So economics, whenever I was reading, I used to find it really interesting and really good because it was easy for me. But whenever I was reading environment, I used to find it hard. And I'm sure a lot of you aspirants also find yourself in the same spot where you start reading something, where you start doing something, and then suddenly you realize that, all right, this is not that easy for me. Let me go to the subject where I have already mastered. Let me master that and come back to this. In that way, you will end up wasting your time. Because obviously, reading something that you already know is not going to reap you much results, and you have to know a lot of different things in UPSC exam. So when I was reading the environment, then I pushed myself. I went to the basics. I looked at some YouTube videos. I found a textbook which was able to help me to understand the basics of environment. I have told you about that in my environment videos also. And eventually, I became very good at this particular subject, and I was getting many questions right. And then I was enjoying it. Then I was actually enjoying doing it. So you don't have to know at the outset how to achieve your goal. I did not know how to achieve this goal also because I found a lot of the sources that were given by UPSC coaching centers to be not good. Shankar I's book is helpful to some extent, but I found my own textbook that I will share the link with, of course, with you so that you can use that. So that way, sometimes you are walking on the path that you don't know where it is leading. You might be lost. You might see a lot of darkness, but you have to keep going and you have to trust your instincts. You have to trust your efforts. You have to trust your own self in order to get on the other side. So this is very, very important. I think doors will eventually open by themselves for you if you try hard enough. That is very, very important. And whatever right steps you have to take in order to get there will reveal themselves to you. See, sometimes what happens is we keep asking, sir, ये ऐसे पढ़नी है book, ये वैसे पढ़नी है, अरे पढ़ो तो सही. So sometimes what happens is aspirants come to me with questions like, sir, I finished my geography, now should I start with history or should I start with economy? You will figure this all yourself out. You have to figure this all yourself out. I cannot spoon feed you with these things. No one will spoon feed you with these things. Remember that. Whether to read Spectrum, whether to read Bipin Chandra, whether to read 5 subjects a day, find this out all yourself. Put yourself through the hard work. Only then the things will eventually work out for you. Because I feel what happens is if you want this kind of spoon feeding, that is not going to be helpful. You have to, at the end of the day, put your own foot down, find your own route. You have to put in that hard work, and then slowly you will see that the path is becoming clearer in front of you. So sometimes when you ask me, sir, should I read this before that? Should I read this before that? There is no point of asking these questions. Do it. Figure it out yourself. It is fine. Some time is wasted. It is fine. You have 2 years. Today, if you have 2 years, I want all of you to write on your wall. Like I started with the beginning of the video, I want you to write on the wall in front of you on a piece of paper and stick it on that wall and write that I want to see my name in the final PDF on the first page. And this commitment you make to yourself, and then wake up every day and remind yourself how to fulfill that commitment. जो आपने ठान लिया है उसको पूरा करने के लिए, the commitment you have, that जो आपने ठान लिया है, to fulfill that promise to yourself, you have to go through this process. Now, one of the important things is also that, it is important to know that there is a magic in this whole commitment thing. Once you commit yourself, once you start working towards your commitment, once you take steps towards the commitment that you have done to yourself, you have made to yourself, then automatically things and the world starts conspiring to help you out. That is very, very important to know. So commitment is definitely very, very important, like I told you. Now, in addition to that, what is also very, very important is perseverance. Commitment, once we commit something, then we have to persevere. We have to continue to keep trying in order to get where we want. So you might already know about J.K. Rowling. She is the author of the famous, amazing and very favorite of a lot of people, mine also, Harry Potter books. And J.K. Rowling has a very incredible and very inspiring story. When she started her journey as an author, when she was actually working on Harry Potter, before that she had failed many times trying to get her books published. In fact, whatever has been published, it was not getting good reviews or good kind of traction. When she wrote Harry Potter, for some time it was not picked up. It did not become that popular, but then slowly it did. But she never stopped. She was suffering financially. She was suffering in her private family life as well. She was facing a lot of challenges, but she did not give up. She kept persevering. She kept trying again and again, and she was behind her goal like anything. And eventually, you know where she is today. So I feel like a lot of us make a commitment but then give up. We leave it to destiny and then we don't persevere behind our goal. So it is very, very important that once you commit to something, you also persevere through it. You also have the right action to back your commitment. You also have the right hard work to back your commitment. That is very, very important. And I want all of you to internalize these thoughts today. I want all of you to consciously put these thoughts inside you, that whatever happens, I will keep reminding myself of the goal, the path that I have to walk. I have to remind myself that this is the particular goal I have set for myself. I will study. If you have set like I said in the beginning of the video, set your goal for 2 years and you have to achieve in those 2 years, and then take actions every day in order to achieve that. So today I want to have you make a commitment by the end of this video where you will decide that I will do this regardless of what happens, regardless of, you don't go into the negative. Have the positive attitude, make that commitment, write it down, and I am sure the things I have told you today will help you to get towards that goal. It's just that your honest passion, your real commitment, your time, your process is something that you have to put behind your commitment. And I'm sure you will get there. All right. So have a good Saturday, have a good weekend, and I hope to see you again. Bye.